The Marcus Deegan Show. What's the story, guys? Welcome to another episode. Marcus Deegan shooting from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada for another quick clips. It's a new thing that we've been doing with our podcast. So we've been talking really quickly with everybody. The same thing as what we were doing before, but I'm just doing it from home. As I've always said when I started this podcast, I did it primarily because I wanted to speak to interesting people with amazing stories from all over the world. And if you follow my channel, you know exactly that's what I get to do. And I'm getting it to do it again right now with a very interesting man, someone that's really, really busy. So I do appreciate him coming on the show. In this industry of mixed martial arts, especially with the media, it's a very, very competitive industry, and if you're not in with anyone, it's very, very hard to break into it. Fortunately, I've been able to befriend this man, and he has been helping me along my journey. I've been interviewing some of the greatest fighters on the planet, all because of him and his amazing PR team. Shout out to Ed Cap. So would you please welcome to the show, Jason House. What's up, brother?
What's up, my man? How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for jumping on. I know you've been pretty busy.
Yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks. Good couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, thanks, man. Where are you? Are you at home? Are you in Vegas right now?
Yeah, we're in Vegas right now, getting ready for this week. We got Terrence McKinney, Bobby Green, and Jonathan Martinez going, so I'm excited. Yeah,
I'm definitely excited about this. I was excited last week. There were some great fights last week. I'm really, really pumped about this one. So let's just jump into that straight away. UFC Fight Night, UFC 49. I want to talk about Bobby Green for just a second. How would you describe his personality, Jason?
Bobby's one of a kind. I've always told Bobby, like, whatever it is, he has. We have a little joke between us where I just tell him, bro, all you got to do is smile. You smile and you flash that grin of yours and that persona and that personality, and you're going to be fine in life.
Now, he fought pretty recently. Can you explain how this all came about? Because obviously it's only happened, in the last week. How did that all come about, and how was Bobby's name picked out of, a bunch of killers in this division? How did that come about?
Yeah, Sean Shelby gave me a phone call. I believe it was Tuesday, maybe Wednesday of last week. Kind of just saying, hey, you know what? We have an opening against Islam. Do you think Bobby would be interested? And I said, yeah, I definitely do. So we had to work through some hurdles and the fact of getting him cleared because he had just fought the week prior. But I spoke with Bobby, and Bobby at first had his reservations about the weight and timing of the fight. But I think once we sat down as a team and went over everything, it's a great opportunity for us, and we had to jump on it.
So it is at catch weight. You're doing it at 160, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, Islam Makhachev, he's got a pretty presentable record, 21 wins, 1 loss. A lot of his wins have primarily been by either decision or submission. Do you think that he's got the skills to stand there with, or do you think it's going to go down the way that all of his fights go down? He's going to try and wrestle him to the ground, hold him, and submit him.
I definitely feel like this fight has some advantages for Bobby on the feet, right? And I think they feel like the advantage for them is going to be on the ground. So I definitely feel, the wrestling is going to be the key factor in this fight, where we're going to have to stop the takedown, keep it on the feet, keep a high volume of punches in front of Islam, and really score a lot of points early on him.
Well, best of luck. I can't wait to see that fight. It's going to be great. Now, is that going to put him up in the rankings and head him more towards a title, maybe a title shot in the future?
I mean, you never know. I mean, especially in this business, and anything can happen any given time. But it's hard not to think that if Bobby doesn't pull off this, Rocky Balboa type moment, that he doesn't get the next title shot. It's hard pressed to think that if Islam is supposedly the next in line for a title shot, if Bobby goes and beats him on a week's notice, coming off the run that Bobby...
He would have to, right? He would have to. It would have to be next.
Yeah. You have to give him that shot, I think.
Well, you know what? I chatted to an amazing fighter of yours, and that was Terrence T-Rex McKinney. What a great young man. Had a lot of amazing things to say about you, as all of your fighters do. Are you looking forward to that fight? And what do you think of that kid?
Oh, man, Terrence is the man. I think he's the definition of someone who's used some of life's adversities to really turn it into a character building opportunity. And that's part of the reason for his success today is that he's really taken some of the things that he's faced in his life and turned it for the better. I think he's one of the most athletic fighters in the UFC. He's so driven and focused right now. I think what we're going to see is an even better version. What we saw last time was on less than a week's notice. I think it was 4 or 5 day notice. I think what you're going to see this time with a full camp is going to be even more impressive. And we're looking to make another example come Saturday night.
Another 3 minute or under example.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Then of course Jonathan Martinez.
Yes.
He's done really, really well in the UFC. Alejandro Perez is no easy task. What are your thoughts on that fight? And are you looking forward to it?
Man, it's a great opportunity for Jonathan. Alejandro Perez was someone that was in the rankings for quite a while there. Yeah. So I think this will get us inching closer to the top 15. Jonathan's been really focused and motivated. And I do believe he's one of the top prospects in the bantamweight division.
Did you watch any of the other fights this past weekend as far as any other promotions, the bare knuckle or Bellator?
I caught a little bit of both after the UFC. I came home and turned both on and got to see some of those fights as well, yes.
But what do you think of the bare knuckle?
It seemed like they had a great event. Watching Chad Mendes fight, he closes distance so fast. He is so quickly. He's amazing. And I feel like he transitioned very well over to bare knuckle boxing. I've always been a big fan of Chad. He's a great person. And I'm very excited to see him do well in his next venture in life.
In the shape of Mike Perry, Julian Lane, and Chad Mendes, their physiques were just... I was blown away when I was like, a minute. They're very large, so they looked very bulked. Fantastic.
Chad's always been a tank. I remember when I
first. You're right. He has, yeah.
When I always saw Chad fight at Tachi Palace, this might have been, late 2008, early 2009. I remember thinking this guy's going to be a star. He's just so dialed in, and I think the years of wrestling have always paid off for him.
So the last time I saw you, Jason, was in California. It was after Brandon's fight. Just wanted to find out how Brandon's doing. Is he back in the gym? And is there any talk on any future upcoming bouts?
Yeah, we're supposed to have a meeting with the UFC next week. We're going to lock this fourth one in. And I'm very excited to get a date for this and to really target in on a training camp. We're excited to do this quadrilogy and put a stamp on it.
So are you saying that's definitely going to happen, or do you think it will more than likely happen, or is that going to be the next fight?
This will be the next fight.
100%?
Yes.
There we go. Is there news of that yet? Or is that breaking on the Marcus Deegan show?
We're just waiting for a date. The opponent is set. We're just looking for the date. I think this is going to make, this will be history. The first time I've ever done a quadrilogy. It's the first time you've had these two fighters fight 4 straight times for the title. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the opportunity. We're already making adjustments, and we'll be ready for the task at hand.
Now, how was Brandon's mindset after that loss, Jason? How was his way of handling it, and did he take it hard?
We were in his hotel room probably till 3 or 4 in the morning that night, and obviously we're frustrated. We thought we did enough to win that fight, but there's no reason to sit here and complain about the judges. We started, we were watching the fight, going over the film, seeing some of the things that we could be doing better, some different attacks that will be available against Figueiredo, and we're excited to capitalize on those in the fourth fight.
Where did you get the Buddy the Elf costume that you serve coffee to your wife for in the morning?
So we were doing, I saw the blow up Buddy the Elf, and I made some posts that I had to buy this Buddy the Elf, this life-size one for the house. I just liked seeing him around the house. And then Julian Marquez texted me and he goes, "Hey, what's your address?" And I gave it to him, and I had no idea what he was sending me. Well, then he sent me this costume, and I was like, well, you can't put a good costume to waste. You have to, use it to bring some smiles out. So I just started serving my wife coffee in the morning with it.
Now, is there any other costumes that go along with that, or is it just strictly Buddy the Owl?
That's the only one available for Instagram.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I saw that a few other people kind of jumped on the bandwagon and started getting their wives to film them, bringing them coffee in the morning. So maybe we should make that a little bit of a thing, Jason. Maybe we should put it out there that whoever does the most spectacular coffee presentation to their wife will get like $150 Starbucks card or something like that. Maybe we can do some little promo competition.
We need to do that. For me, Marcus, it's about before my day gets hectic, is just showing my wife that I love her before the day begins. That's really what it is. Bringing her coffee, putting toothpaste on the toothbrush, and just letting her know, like, hey, I'm thinking about you first and foremost before this, every day is a wild day in MMA before the hectic day begins.
That's awesome, man. That's so awesome. And, once again, we're doing these little quick clips just because I had a lot of the fans reaching out and saying, hey, we haven't released content for a while. So, last week I got the chance to speak to Crystal Demopoulos, Julian. I got the chance to speak to Terrence. I got the chance to speak to Georgie. And that's all because of you guys. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be able to do this.
Heck yeah.
And I'll definitely look forward to doing more. Anything you want to say before we go, Jason?
Man, I'm just very excited for this weekend's fights. Jonathan, Terrence, and Bobby have all put on amazing camps. Bobby putting on a 4 or 5 day camp together. So,
unbelievable.
I'm just excited to see these fighters, take the next step in their career. And I really think this event's going to be special. I really, truly feel that our fighters are going to steal the show.
Absolutely. Well, there you had it. The man himself, always flying the flag for Team Iridium. He's got such a great haircut because we get it done at the same place right here at the Garrison the Garrison baby. Thanks for coming on, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jason House. Well, there you have it. One of the best in the business. Always a sensational guy. I love talking to Jason. He's been on the podcast many times, and as I mentioned earlier on, he gives me the opportunity to speak to all of these fighters, which someone in my position that is a new channel, that is a new podcast, that's maybe new to the industry of combat sports, doesn't get the chance to do. I'm very, very fortunate to be affiliated with Iridium Sports Management, and I'm really, really fortunate to have had some amazing affiliates along the way. /title.com. It is an amazing, game-changing sports recovery spray. If you have inflammation and you are in pain, spray this on yourself. It will change your life, I swear. Just go to www.titlesport.com. Of course, today's episode was proudly fueled by Proper 12 Irish Whiskey. Guys, we're trying to pump up the YouTube channel. Thank you so much to everyone that listens. All you guys that are listening, it's overriding the YouTube channel by 20-fold. So I do appreciate it. I am trying to get the YouTube going. So if you listen to it, watch it so you can see who I'm talking to. It's just another great way to experience the Marcus Deegan Show. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. This is Marcus Deegan. Take care. The Marcus Deegan Show.